Jai
Yes,
Jagannath.
yes.
Jai Jagannath. Thanks for participating to the conversation. Today we are going to discuss about the nāma-māhātmyaṁ. You were saying you are reading a book in Oriya language. The
Yes.
Oriya title is?
The title in Odia is Bhakti Krama Vikasara Badha Pratibandhaka. In English, we can say like the obstacles in the path of bhakti, in the
Very
path
good.
of devotion.
Excellent. Thanks. Okay. So, what did you find? What interesting things did you find in this text?
I got to know about the 10 nāma-āparādha, like 10 offenses
From the
while
Padma
chanting
Purana.
the holy name of the Lord. Yeah, from
Oh.
Padma Purana.
Okay.
And also I got the detailed commentary on each nāma-āparādha.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
So that was quite good. But some nāma-āparādha I wanted to have more clarification regarding. So
Okay.
Perhaps we can discuss that in detail.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. So, yeah. Go on.
Yeah. So like 10 offenses. First one, as in Odia, it is mentioned in English, any sadhu or Vaishnava.
Okay. Yeah.
And that is like to offense any devotee of Krishna. That is the first aparādha. And then the second aparādha
Wait.
consider.
Okay, one sec.
Yeah.
The original Sanskrit in the Padma Purana is sadhu nindā.
Yes.
Okay. So that means, okay, let me see with the Sanskrit, because sadhus doesn't mean devotee of Krishna.
Yes.
This is important.
Yes.
Yeah, here it is. I found it. Padma Purana, Brahma-khaṇḍa 25, chapter 25, verse 12 to 13. Satāṁ nindā nāmnaḥ paramam aparādhaṁ vitanute yataḥ khyātiṁ yataṁ katham sahate tad-vigarihām. Right? Does that book you have quote the Sanskrit or not?
No, not mentioned the Sanskrit verse of that, but it has given much more references from the Vaishnava agamas regarding how it is important to pay respect or obeisances. It has quoted from Hari Bhakti Vilasa, from Chaitanya Bhagavat, from Chaitanya Charitamrita, from Srimad Bhagavatam.
Okay. One thing here is that we need to try to, make a distinction between the original text and the sectarian interpretation.
Yes.
Because if someone is giving a different interpretation or specific interpretation that is adding something more or subtracting something, or you know, doing in any sense, in any case, I mean, that is not the exact meaning of the original text, it is dangerous, because it should not be given as a translation. It should, you know, if they want to give their interpretation, they should give it in the commentary, not in the translation.
Yes.
This is my main point. So let's see the actual Sanskrit. I sent you the link, so maybe you can see the...
Yes, I have opened that.
Yeah, the Sanskrit.
Yeah.
Okay, so satāṁ. Nirmatsaranam satāṁ. The satāṁ means good people. Doesn't even mean sadhu. In fact, the original meaning of the word sadhu in the Sanskrit dictionary means good person.
Yes.
And satāṁ is, you know, someone who is a good person, you know, loyal person, you know, someone who is not a cheater, you know, not a fake person, right? In fact, I think this is the same meaning of the name Sati, which means, you know, a good lady, you know, who is good, is a good woman.
Yes.
Okay. So,
yes.
You know, criticize genuine devotees of Bhagavan. Here, even the translation that is given in this link I sent you, I don't really like it. Because satāṁ doesn't mean genuine devotees of Bhagavan. It means good people.
Yes.
Ninda doesn't mean criticizing. Means how do you say, slandering, offending, slandering, insulting, right? So criticizing, you know, for example, if you see someone, you know, who is chanting the japamala with his left hand, you know, that may be a genuine devotee of Krishna. But you can say, Prabhu, you know, sorry, you know, I think you should use your right hand, not your left hand. Isn't that criticizing?
Yes.
Is that an offense?
Yes.
No.
No.
It's not. You know, you're not accusing or attacking or slandering, going around, you see, that Prabhu, that devotee, that person is using their left hand to chant japa. No, you're just telling them, so listen, you know, I've seen you're using your left hand.
Yes.
You know, usually, you know, I think you should use your right hand. You know, or what we are doing now, you know, we are finding, you know, better interpretations, better translations.
Yes.
Does that mean criticizing? Is that offensive?
No.
You see?
No.
But some people we say, oh, you criticize a genuine devotee of Krishna, what do you know? Offense, offense, aparadha, aparadha. You know, you cannot criticize the translations of authorized, genuine, certified people in good standing, devotees in good standing, who have the authority, they have been recognized, you know, by the organization. So they're genuine devotees of Bhagavan. You see the problem here, the danger.
Not even Bhagavan, like a particular sect only.
Exactly. So that's why, you know, I think this translation is still not that as bad as other translations. But still, I think it can be better. So it's important to go and see the source, the original text.
Yes.
So, satāṁ nindā. Nāmnaḥ paramam aparādha vitanute. It's a great aparadha, offense against the name. Okay, names. I think that's plural. No, okay, maybe not. Nāmnaḥ. Okay.
Yes. Name.
How can the name tolerate criticism of those who are responsible for spreading his glories? Yataḥ, khyātiṁ, yātaṁ, katham, sahate tad-vigarihām. So, sahate. What is tolerating criticism in this verse? Can you see this meaning in this second part of the verse?
Yataḥ khyātiṁ means one who is spreading the glories of the Bhagavan.
Yeah.
Katham
Katham.
sahate. Sahate means tolerate.
Huh?
Sahate means
sahate. Okay, can tolerate. Okay. Good. So, you know, some good person who is talking about the name, serving the name, chanting the name, which is okay, but that must be satāṁ, good person.
Yes.
Okay, then we have 2, verse 2. Śivasya, viṣṇor.
Here, I I wanted to conclude here.
Yes.
Like what I understood, specifically we need to first
can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, the connection fell. Trying to reconnect. And let's see if. Okay, but we need to be patient. Let's see if it comes back or not. Trying to reconnect. Yes. Yeah, the connection fell. Sorry. So you were saying?
Okay. Yeah. I said that only, like in the first nāma-āparādha, I understood that first we should be conscious about who is a genuine sadhu is, and secondly we should take care of our words while we are dealing with a sadhu, genuine sadhu.
Yeah.
And our intention should be very clear while we are having a conversation with a genuine sadhu.
Yeah, I agree. One should be very careful.
Yeah.
Should not make accusations, should try to, if we see something that appears to be wrong, we should ask, we should try to discuss to understand the best solution, the best perspective, and not just accuse people or talk ill about them. Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Now we will go to the second one.
Oh, the second is very interesting. Śivasya Sri viṣṇor yahiha guṇa-nāmādi sakalaṁ dhiyā bhinnam pasyet sakhalu harinama hitākaraha.
Yes.
Okay. What translation do you have?
It's the right one. Like it has mentioned, like we should not think that there is a difference between Krishna and Shiva.
Yeah.
If we are thinking that there is a difference between, or Shiva is something like different from Krishna,
Competition.
then that is aparādha.
Competition.
Yeah. Competition. Yeah.
Yeah. This verse is condemning sectarianism.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Any other observation? Anything else you want to say about this?
I just wanted to ask, like a particular sect, they are more quoting the verse of Brahma Samhita. So by quoting the verse from Brahma Samhita, somehow I felt like it is diminishing the glories of Lord Shiva.
Yataḥ, what is that? Tad-vigarihām.
Kshiram yatha vikara vishesha yoga sanjayate nahi tata pratagastha.
Yashambhutam apitata samupayati karyat. Yeah, no, I think it's not diminishing in the sense that it is saying that Shiva is just Vishnu, but it is Vishnu when it comes into contact with the material energy, material world. That doesn't mean that Shiva is a material person. Doesn't mean that Shiva is a materialistic or material or a conditioned soul or in tamas, because sometimes, the three guna avatara are mentioned, like Vishnu is a sattva guna avatara, Brahma is a raja guna avatara, and Shiva is a tamaguna avatara. But that doesn't mean that Shiva is in tamaguna himself.
Yes.
It's like you have a director of the prison is not a criminal. Or if you have a farmer who has a dairy cow farm, he's not a cow. The dairy cow, the gopa, the dairy farm coward person is producing milk, but that doesn't mean it's a cow.
Yeah.
So Mahadeva is controlling the tamas, as an avatar, in the sense that he is controlling tamas. And also Vishnu is not conditioned by sattva guna.
Yeah.
Because Vishnu is beyond all the gunas. Guna-atita.
Yes.
Right? So, we say that Vishnu is a guna avatar of sattva, doesn't mean that Vishnu is in sattva guna. you know. Actually, the fact that you know, the explanation of the concept of the guna-avataras needs a lot more, you know, study.
Yeah.
But in general, the fact that the Brahma Samhita considers Shiva to be Vishnu himself,
Yes.
getting into contact with the manifestation, with the material manifestation, I don't think it diminishes Mahadev.
Yes.
You know, it's just like, let's say, you have a very important person like, I don't know, the judge of the Supreme Court or the Prime Minister or whatever. You know, when they go doing some gardening, because they like gardening, you know, they go do some gardening, they dress in a different way.
Yes.
So, you know, when the gardener gets in touch with the garden and the dirt and the soil and all these things, he's called a gardener, but he's not just a gardener.
Yes.
He's still the same person.
Basically, it's like as per the job assignment, the name changes. Similarly, as per the job assigned to the same Bhagavan, someone is calling him as Krishna and someone is calling him as Shiva.
Exactly. So, you know, we also see in the famous Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra. You know, I was listening to the chanting of the Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra in Janmashtami night when they were having this puja for Dwarkadish Krishna. You know, and the 1,000 names of Vishnu, there are several names of Shiva.
Yes.
Because Vishnu and Shiva are not separate. They're not different, independent persons. Why someone sees them as independent, separate? Because people have a material mentality. So they identify with the material body, which is limited by time and space and duality. But this doesn't apply to the transcendental level.
Yes.
You know, transcendental level means beyond the limits, you know, transcending the limits of time, space, and duality. So I'm quite happy with this translation. Of course, the problem is, you know, in the mind of the people who don't understand correctly. You know, so if they just repeat what the Brahma Samhita says, okay, but you know, the problem is that they also try to give their own elaboration, which is sometimes may not be correct.
Yes.
In that case, they may be offensive.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say about this?
Perhaps that will be a separate session only. If we can clarify more on who is exactly Shambhu, who is exactly Rudra, who is Shiva, and who is Sadashiva.
Oh, okay. Sadashiva is the easiest part, because the name itself is saying it is eternal Shiva.
Yes.
Okay. So the eternal Shiva is not the idea of avatar.
Yes.
It's eternal. You know that Vishnu also is an avatar.
Yes.
Because, as Adi Shankar comments, the first verse of his commentary on Bhagavad Gita, if I'm not mistaken, Narayana para avyaktat. Narayana is avyaktam.
Yes.
The origin of Mahavishnu is non-manifested. Many people think that non-manifested means non-existent, illusory. But it's exactly the opposite.
Yes.
Because the reality, like Krishna is saying in Gita, you know, that the learned people have analyzed the nature of sat and asat. They found that of the sat, navidyate, there is no possibility of non-existence. What exists will always exist. What doesn't exist never actually existed.
Yes.
This is the concept of Maya.
Yes.
Now, Mahamaya, it's easy to understand because it's the material body is limited and it's going away. It is born, it develops, and it dies, and you'll not find it again. It's gone.
Yeah.
Dissolved, dissolution.
Yeah.
But the transcendental manifestation is also temporary because the avatar, like for example, we have Janmashtami. Why we have Janmashtami? Because that is the appearance of Krishna.
Yeah.
Appearance means that before he did not appear. He was not apparent.
Yes, yes.
He was not manifested. Then it became apparent, he appeared, became manifested. And then we have the disappearance.
Yes.
Now, this is not, you know, when we are talking about avatar and about, the transcendence, it's different from the material level. Because on the material level, the material elements are limited by time, space, and duality. The spiritual manifestation of the avatar is not limited by time, space, and duality. That is why we can approach Krishna from any deity in the world. You know, it's not that we can just find Krishna in a particular time, in a particular place. You know, the body, Krishna is the body because, you know, starts here and ends there. Because the manifestation of the avatar is created by Yoga Maya, not by Mahamaya. I mean, Maya is always the same, you know, but it is functioning, it functions as Yoga Maya or Mahamaya, depending on the, we can say, the frequency vibration. You know, the mode. Okay?
Yes, mode. Yes.
You know, the also in the Yoga Maya we have gunas. When we say guṇa-nāmādi, nama, rupa, guna, you know, we are talking about Krishna, so we say, what, Krishna? Wait, Krishna has gunas? Yeah, because it means qualities. But they could be spiritual qualities, you know, and not just material qualities. The difference between the spiritual guna and the material guna is that the spiritual guna doesn't have limitations. It's not limited by time, space, and duality. The spiritual guna are not limited by time, space, and duality. It's all here. The problem is that when we think that we are the body, so we are limited, and we end up thinking that God also is limited. Those people who say, oh no, I only worship Shama Sundar in Vrindavan. What do they mean? They think that Krishna in Dwarka is not Krishna?
Yes.
Are they disrespecting Dwarka Krishna or Mathura Krishna because they think it's not the real Krishna?
that's the projection of our limited understanding of Krishna.
Exactly. Exactly. So in this sense, Sadashiva is actually Vishnu. Is the eternal Ishvara.
Yes.
Then this eternal Ishvara, Sadashiva, manifests as avatar from time to time,
Yes.
In different forms. He manifests as Rudra at the time of the dissolution of the universe.
Yes.
It's not always manifested. Rudra is not always manifested. Doesn't mean that it doesn't exist always. Rudra as a principle is always existing, but it only manifests at the time of pralaya. So Rudra is an avatar. And within the avatar of Rudra, there are 11 forms, 11 emanations of Rudra, which are usually described as the 10 senses plus the mind.
Yes.
We have to remember the fact that we have to remember the Virat Rupa. When Arjuna asked Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, how should we meditate on you?
Yes.
Krishna shows the Virat Rupa. And then we see also in the Bhagavata Purana in the beginning, the first canto, we find the description of the primary creation. The primary creation is the Virat Purusha. And recently with Sudip we have started to read the Upanishads. You go and see the Aitareya and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. They start by showing the manifestation of the Virat Purusha. This Virat Purusha is Vishnu and Shiva and Brahma and everything.
Yes.
But it's a manifestation that is temporary. You see, you're following?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So the difference between Sadashiva and Shiva, is pretty simple. Shiva manifests in each universe, just like Vishnu, Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, Kshirodakashayi Vishnu, Shiva also manifests, at the beginning of the creation of the universe. But the Sadashiva is beyond the creation of the universe.
Creation, yes.
Okay, any other, Bhairava, you want to talk about Bhairava?
That will be very, that for us need more elaboration.
Yeah.
Because that's a different concept only.
Exactly. Yeah. There are so many forms. That's why God said innumerable forms. Ananta Rupa. And, with the innumerable forms go also innumerable names.
Yes.
There are so many, but it's offensive to think that they are independent from each other.
One query.
Tell.
Yes, yes. And that I got. And one query is there, like, I don't know exactly which scripture it is, but in some scripture it mentioned that if someone is considering Brahma and Rudra are equal to Narayan, then he is a Pashanda. Means he is a...
I don't know. We should go and see what is the meaning of equal. Because that is the translation that I have heard of this verse. But it's a bad translation, saying that it's offensive to see Shiva on the same level, on the same, plane as Vishnu. That's not offensive because they are one and the same. The point is Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, they're not really the most...
But is it...
Yeah, tell.
Yes.
Yeah, you were saying something.
I got one clarification regarding this also. Yeah, I got one particular statement also. They are explaining like in some kalpas, a particular empowered jiva only carry out the work of the destruction. So in that sense, we cannot say that that particular destroyer, which usually been assigned to Shiva,
this is not a good explanation. I'm sorry. It's not a good explanation because, Shiva Tattva is not Jiva Tattva. There is no such thing as Brahma Tattva.
Yes.
Brahma Tattva is Jiva Tattva. So Vishnu, Shiva and Brahma are Vishnu Tattva, Shiva Tattva and Jiva Tattva.
Yes.
Saying that in some particular time, the place of Shiva is taken by one Jivatma, one Jiva.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. It depends what they mean, because if they mean that someone becomes, a Jiva becomes a Shakti-avesha avatar, just like someone, when Krishna in Gita says, Vishate tadanantaram, Vishanti, the people who realize Bhagavan, they enter into Bhagavan, they become Bhagavan.
Yes.
What does that mean? A Jiva can never become Bhagavan. But if the Jiva becomes fully conscious of Bhagavan, then there is no more separation between the Jiva and Bhagavan.
Yes.
It's like the example, I think Rupa Goswami is saying, when the iron bar, you take an iron bar, you put it in the fire, it will work like fire.
It becomes fire. Yes.
It becomes fire. It's not that it becomes fire, it's still iron, but it works like fire. So, in a sense, there could be some jiva who becomes so realized, so shivoham, in a proper way, not in the material ego, identification, but in the proper way, they can manifest some of the functions of Shiva in the destruction, like the Rudras are not plenary manifestations of Shiva. They're partial manifestations of Shiva. So, I remember in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami is making a lot of mathematical calculations of the percentage of the kalas.
Yes.
Like 95, 98%, 95, 75, blah, blah, It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny because, how can you measure Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam? You cannot really have 15% of everything.
Yes.
Like, so it's still everything.
Yes.
You cannot really make this kind. But I believe that Rupa Goswami is trying to give us an idea. So all the various manifestations of God, they manifest more or less. It's not that they are ontologically less. but they only manifest partially. You know, not all the avatars manifest all the qualities of Bhagavan. Not all the avatars manifest the same, complexity and completeness of rasas, like Krishna, for example. Because Krishna is, to my knowledge, the only manifestation of, param Brahman through Yoga Maya that accepts all rasas. Sri Ram doesn't accept the parakya or swakya, it doesn't accept the Madhurya rasa.
Yes.
Viṣṇor doesn't accept, the Sakya rasa, Madhurya rasa or Sakya rasa. At most he can accept the Vatsalya rasa, but then when he accepts the Vatsalya rasa, he manifests in a particular form of avatar, like Vamana, for example. You cannot have a Vatsalya rasa on Viṣṇor. Viṣṇor manifests as Vamana, as Krishna, whatever. But, then that is the form that accepts those rasas. Viṣṇor only accepts the Aishwarya Dasya rasa. Or Shantaras.
Dasya, yes.
So, what does that mean? The Viṣṇor is less than Krishna? Not really.
Yes.
But manifests less. This is why, they're saying that Krishna is avatari. But that's not, I don't think that this is the actual original quote in the Shastra. No, that famous was Ete Cham Sakala Pumsam Krishna Su Bhagavan Swayam. I think that what it means is that Krishna manifests all the qualities of Bhagavan. Not that Krishna is the origin of Viṣṇor. I think that is, a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, it depends only upon manifestation.
Exactly.
Krishna manifests everything. Other avatars may be not manifesting that much.
Exactly. But this can only be understood by someone who has a transcendental vision. If people think that Krishna is limited and Viṣṇor is limited, so Krishna is the father and Viṣṇor is the son, things that they're two separate, independent. And that's also offensive.
Yes.
But why it is offensive? Because it's a material identification that, they stick on God. It's a material label they stick on God. And it's not right. Because God is not limited. So, we need to be careful about that, because that we can easily slide into becoming offensive even if we think we are giving more importance to God. We are glorifying God. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Then we have from 3 to 6 we only have one verse. Guror avagya śruti-śāstra-nindanaṁ tathārtha-vādo harinam nikalpanam. This is about the, speculations.
Yeah. Four offenses only in one verse.
Yeah, but they're all based on the idea of, people speculating. not actually understanding things properly and just inventing ideas. Like Guru-ravagya means you are not, following the order of the Guru. You're not following the explanation, the teachings of the Guru. You're not, you're not giving respect in that sense. But that doesn't mean just one's spiritual teacher, because if you translate to disrespect one spiritual teacher, does that mean that it's okay to disrespect the spiritual teachers of others?
Yes.
No thanks.
Got it. Yeah.
And what is the meaning of disrespecting? Some people think that you are disrespecting the Guru if you are asking questions. Especially questions the Guru is not able to answer. Then you are the offender. Not really. Because we see in Bhagavad Gita, which is showing us the perfect, relationship of Guru-disciple between Krishna and Arjuna. Mam te prapannam. I am taking shelter in you as my Guru, as a disciple. Right? Yet Arjuna, very, normally tells Krishna, oh Krishna, this type of yoga you're describing, I don't think we can do it.
Yes.
And, he keeps asking. And he says, even before that, he says, oh, you are confusing me. First, you say that one should be detached, and then you're trying to make me fight this battle. Some people who are confused may find it offensive. What? You're disrespecting the Guru, you're not accepting the teachings of the Guru. No. Pariprasnena. Thank you. We need to ask all the questions. You understand? So that's not disrespecting. And here, Guru is not a person, is a principle. The Guru Tattva. And again, if people have a bodily concept of life, material bodily identification, they think that their Guru is that body and not another body. So, to disrespect one's spiritual teacher, it's not good. I'm sorry. Also, Guru doesn't mean spiritual teacher. Means teacher. If we want to qualify the idea of Guru, we have, by saying spiritual Guru, we need to say Sadguru.
Yes.
Here what we are disrespecting is not one's spiritual teacher. Disrespect the Guru principle, the Guru Tattva.
Yes.
And how you disrespect the Guru Tattva? By saying, oh, my idea is better. I know better. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. But I'll do what I want.
Yes.
You need to ask. The Guru ask all the questions, until you're satisfied. But you need to ask. It's, that respectfully, but you can ask. If you're not asking and you're not taking the teaching, the instructions seriously, that's a Guru Ravagya. And the same śruti-śāstra. The same.
Here, I have one
yes,
query.
Please.
What about the idea Guru should be a single person?
No.
We have examples of many gurus of Dattatreya. So
Yeah.
how is it
Vandeham
possible
Shri
that
Guru, Shri Guru Vaishnavascha. Shri Guru,
yes, yes,
all the
yes,
gurus. You can have
yes,
so many gurus. In Vedic
yes,
times, you could take diksha so many times for each different yagya.
different, yes, 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 yes,
So what's the problem? Diksha is not like, you belong to that person.
yes,
You belong to God, to the Guru principle, not to that particular person. And you see how this misconception is encouraging fake gurus who want to exploit people, to control and exploit people.
yes,
It's very dangerous.
yes, yes,
And we have seen the results.
yes.
It's not that it's
I
just
was
a danger.
even
It happens regularly. Tell.
I was even contemplating on this concept, like even in Krishna Lila and Ram Lila, we are seeing Krishna have Garga Muni as a guru, also Sandipani Muni as a guru. Rama has
Yeah,
Vishwamitra as a guru, and even Vasishtha as a guru.
yeah,
So it's not that even Janaka Maharaj was one of the gurus of Sri Ram.
yeah.
So how can it be like guru should be only one person?
No. Guru is a principle.
Principle, yeah.
Guru
Guru is
Tattva
not a
is a
person.
principle. It's not
Yeah,
one person.
not one person.
The
Yes,
idea that the guru must be one body is
yes.
a political idea.
Political idea. Yes,
It's the basis for exploitation.
yes, yes,
For control, material control, and that's
yes,
has nothing to do with the guru principle.
yes, yes, yes. Thank you. It's got clarified very clearly.
Good, excellent.
Yes,
And the same is like the śruti-śāstra.
yes,
The Shruti is different from the Smriti and the Kavya.
yes,
The Shruti is Sabda Brahman itself.
yes,
Then we have the Smriti, which are also, good, and if they have been written by someone who has a very clear ideas and very skilled in expressing the things, then the Smriti can also be very good, but it's
yes,
not on the same level of the Shruti, Shastra.
yes,
And the Kavya is even less, so when we are bringing Kavya text as Shastra, Shruti Shastra, it's not right. The Chaitanya Charitamrita is not a Shastra. It's a Kavya.
yes, yes.
It's a Kavya.
Kavya. Yes, yes,
So of course, good stuff, yeah, sure, but Krishnadas Kaviraj was not a rishi. So, śruti-śāstra-nindanaṁ means,
yes,
giving interpretations that are not in accordance to the actual Shruti, giving weird, or inventing scriptures, even. Someone is mistranslating or building on the some original text and then inventing and changing this and changing that. That's nindā.
yes,
That's bad. A bad translation is offensive.
offensive. Yes,
So the śruti-śāstra-nindanaṁ,
yes,
same. It's not criticizing the Vedic scriptures. But you criticize, how you criticize the Shastra. you're stupid. Then you're not offensive, you're just stupid. Because what is there to criticize? You know, people can criticize, be offensive only if they've not studied them. So, you know, or if they say that they're not important. You know, oh, we only read the books of our guru. That's under the śruti-śāstra-nindanaṁ, I think.
There, presently now, there are so many organizations and sectors who are imposing this particular concept only. We will only hear what our guru or our sampradaya says.
But then you'll find out why they're not getting the proper result of the nama seva.
Yes.
Thanks. You know, and we have the problem. We found the problem. Tathārtha-vādo. You know, and tathārtha-vādo. You know, giving different meanings, imaginary meanings. You know, kalpanam means, you know, fantasy, imagination, right? Speculation. That's why the whole thing is about speculation. Śruti Purana di Pancharatram Vidimbina. Akantika harabhate utpatayaiva kalpate. Kalpanam, kalpate. It's a fantasy. People are building their own fantasies about Krishna, and then they project, you know, they present their speculations as Krishna. That's offensive. Then, next, 7. Anything else you want to comment on this?
No. 7th one is important perhaps, so...
they're all important. Nāmnaḥ yasya hi pāpa-buddhir na vidyate tasya yamaya hi suddhi. Nāmnaḥ, on the strength of the name. Yasya hi pāpa-buddhir na vidyate tasya yamaya hi suddhi. Hi pāpa-buddhir, maintaining a sinful mentality by thinking, I am transcendental because I chant the name. I am a devotee. I am transcendental because I'm a devotee, because I'm chanting the name. So I can do whatever I want. You know, I can do all the dharma I want. It's for the preaching. Yeah, no. Not really. And for that, there is no purification. Na vidyate tasya yamaya hi suddhi. There is no suddhi. It's, you cannot get purified if you keep making the same bad mistakes because you think you're a devotee. You can afford that. You're a devotee in good standing because I'm chanting the name.
Yes.
Ay.
Yes.
So,
here one question, like suppose we all are conditioned, we have our limitations.
Yeah.
So it's obvious that we will do something wrong, though we are chanting.
But that is the process of anartha-nivritti.
Yeah.
You know, because we are sincere.
Yeah.
You know, satyam, honesty, is the first and the last leg of dharma. If we, you know, here nāmnaḥ means you're not sincere.
Yes.
You know, you keep doing bad things because you count on the fact that you're chanting the name, so everything will be okay. You can afford it.
Yes.
you know. But when we are sincere, we know we are not perfect. We can make mistakes, but these type of offenses we can get purified, you know, by effort, you know, by sincerity, humility themselves. They're purifying us, you know, the knowledge, all the thing. We are making an effort. This is an vritti. We all have defects. We all make mistakes.
Yes.
That doesn't mean we are offenders.
Yes.
And we can get purified, by changing our ways, you know, by improving ourselves, by, you know, avoiding the mistakes, you know, improving our character and, you know, overcoming defects and stuff, bad habits, you know. It's a process, so that's not offensive. Offensive is when you say, I'm okay, I can go on, you know, no problem. Because I'm a devotee. I'm transcendental. I'm chanting the name. That's the problem, because you're never going to get better.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else here?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we go on. Dharma, vrata-tyāga-hutādi, sarva-śubha-kriyā-sāmyam, api pramadha. Pramadha means stupid, right? Crazy. Foolish.
Yes, yes.
Pramadha. It's not offensive, you know, it's being, it's being stupid, you know, and ignorant. You know, you don't know. So, dharma in this sense is swadharma. It's not the general principle of dharma.
Okay.
So, swadharma, you know, performing one's duties as per varna and position and whatever. Dharma. Vrata, you know, observing the vows. Tyaga, renunciation, like sannyas and everything. Hutādi means making offerings, ritualistic offerings, especially to the fire. You know, making, you know, performing ritual ceremonies. But it's not the same.
No, I was just asking, like, here, Śubha-kriya means what? Like, it's saying like yajna is not equal to chanting of the holy name of the Lord?
It depends on what you mean by yajna. It's not saying yajna. It's saying hota. Hotra, Agni Hotra. Because yajna is different. Krishna says, among all the yajnas, I am the japa.
Japa, yeah.
So the japa yajna is a yajna. Japa what? The names. Right? So here the verse is not talking about yajna, it's talking about hotra.
Yeah.
You know, offerings to the fire.
Yes.
The offerings to the fire cannot be put on the same level as the names, because the names are transcendental. The offering to the fire are still material. And so are the vratas and the tyaga and the material duties in the varna, ashrama, dharma, they're all material. But the names are transcendental. They cannot be put on the same level. It's stupid. Right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Here it is also mentioned very clearly, like dharma means, as you have said, adharma, and vrata, tyaga, and hutadi. These are only śubha-kriya.
Yeah, exactly. Śubha-kriya means still material. It's still in the sattva guna. It's good. That's shubha. It's not that we shouldn't do, auspicious things.
Yes, yes.
The problem is some people, many people, think that what is not compulsory should be forbidden. And what is not forbidden should be compulsory.
Yes.
Which is stupid. It's not it's not sustainable. Here it is just saying that the names are transcendental. There is nāma-māhātmyaṁ, it's the same. The name is not different from the nami. Nama is not different from nami. So, that's transcendental. When you're talking about the names of God, they're transcendental. Of course, if you're talking about the names of, other stuff that are not specifically God, they're not transcendental names. Like you chant the japa, I don't know, like, shoes, they're not exactly transcendental. Okay. 9 and 10. 9. Ashraddhadhane vimukhe'py ashrinvati yaschopadesha śiva-nāmāparādhaḥ. It's interesting that śiva-nāmā is translated as auspicious name, and Shiva is not, for them, is not auspicious. Like what? Wait a minute, what?
Yes.
So it's offensive to force someone to listen or to, engage, give instructions to people who don't want to listen. They don't want to try. They don't, they're not interested. So it's offensive to force them. Like, for example, when you go in Nagar Sankirtan, and you have this, or you have these festivals, you have these loudspeakers that are blasting people in the radius of kilometers. It's not nice. It's not nice. It's not that if you make more noise, you'll have more benefits. The first teaching is by example. You need to show, to inspire people by your example so that they will have the faith that, I also want to, serve the holy names. Then you can instruct them. Then you can give the names. Some
it
people
should be more focused on.
Tell.
It should be more focused on our acharan only. Our acharan can impact more,
inspire people. Now there are some groups in the Gaudiya tradition. I think in Vrindavan there is one Babaji who's teaching that actually the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is not meant to be pronounced aloud or in public.
Yes, I know.
I think it's, a bit of a stretch.
I know that.
You know that Babaji, eh?
Yes.
You heard that. I think it's too much.
Yes.
I think it's too much. There is some, intermediate position between not, pronouncing the name of Krishna, anyway, Bhagavan's name, and shouting it with a loudspeaker in the ears of people who want to sleep, or they have, they're not feeling well, then, this is not the proper time. In the night, 2 o'clock, 1, 2 o'clock in the night, 3 o'clock in the night, you can't blast people with the holy names. It's not nice. Because what, let's see, why it's offensive? Because you will push those people to become offensive, to become negative.
Yes.
Those people will not become transcendental because you shouted into their ears. They will become annoyed. They will say, these stupid people, these stupid names, what are they doing? And that is our responsibility. This is our fault.
Very true. We are facilitating people to be offensive.
We should keep the golden middle. We should inspire people, and we should be ready to give the name to people, but not, forcing them in any way. And this is very different from the Abrahamic idea. Because the Abrahamics, they want to convert you by force, by, hook or crooked force or whatever. But this is not the way. This is offensive, actually. Okay. Any other elaboration on this?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
No.
And this is the last one, which is the most interesting of all.
Last.
Shrutvapi nāma-māhātmyaṁ ya pritir ahito'dhamaḥ ahaṁ-mamādi paramam namni sopya aparādha-kṛt adhama. If after hearing all the nāma-māhātmyaṁ, nāma-māhātmyaṁ, or understanding that the name is transcendental, they still become attached to ahaṁ-mamādi, to the material identifications and attachments. That's an offense. So when someone who presents himself as a devotee or a guru even, that keeps this mentality of, material identification, body material identification, material attachments, they're not actual devotees, they're not actual gurus, they're actually offenders. Oops. So all this garbage, I am a man, I am a woman, I am something else. I am Italian, I am Indian, I am American, I am old, I am young, I am fat, thin, healthy, diseased, whatever. If you think all this stuff, you're an offender. Oops. So basically we read these 10 offenses and how many people are not committing offenses. Right. And then we understand why we are not getting, they're not getting the proper results.
Yes.
That's it. Anything more you want to mention?
But as it is said here, if someone hearing the glories of Srinam, but still the affection or the faith for Srinam is not coming, then is it because of prarabdha karma? Should I accept that and should I give effort more to have hate and affection for Sri Nam?
No, not necessarily. You know, prarabdha, previous lifetime, this lifetime, doesn't matter. The problem is that if we have attraction, we have, heard, we have studied, we have, learned the difference between material identification and Atman.
Yes.
And what is the Atman? That's the beginning of Bhagavad Gita. It's not very complicated.
Yes.
But still, we maintain this material bodily identification, material attachments, and then we make a big show that we are the highest devotee, highest Vaishnavas, the highest liberated souls, superior to everyone because we chant the name.
Yes.
Maybe not.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
I believe that's simple.
Yes. Yes. It's very clear.
Good. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Is that all? You want to say something more?
Oh no! For today, this much only. Like we have discussed all the 10 offenses. Maybe in next class we
Next
can
time,
go for seva aparadha.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you. Jai Jagannath. We'll talk on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath.